for spirituality. I began somewhat alluding to this, and I want to close with this. You know, I think I first heard, who's the great preacher from down in Atlanta?
Charles Stanley.
Charles Stanley, thank you. Man of block. Charles, many years ago, preached on settle for, don't settle for religion. Don't settle for relationship with the Lord and an expression of that relationship in our life. You know, sometimes we can become ho-hum. We can go about our walk. Another day we can do our devotions. We can read the Bible. I've used as an illustration before a lady that would read the Bible 5 times every year. Didn't change her actions a bit, except she got a lot of reading in, and that's good. I'm all for that. But didn't change anything. She just settled for it, going through. I believe, you may not, I believe that churches are full of settle for Christians. Just settle for. Okay, I'm saved as if by fire. I put in my little token every day, and I just don't want to get too much. That might singe me. And we just settle for it. Back in the, Bill, you may remember this fellow. Back in the 1970s, Chuck Yeager was a famed test pilot. He was flying an F-86 Sabre over a lake in the Sierras, and he decided to buzz a friend's house near the edge of the lake, and doing a slow roll, he suddenly felt his, and Bill, correct me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, his aileron lock. It's in the wing devices.
Yes, aileron.
Aileron?
Yeah.
Thank you. Aileron. I knew he could get me straight on that. Locked. And Yeager said it was a hairy moment, flying at about 150 feet off the ground, upside down. And it locked. Now, I don't know if you get an idea of 150 feet going at however speed it was going, but that's like half the length of a football field. The Freedom Tower at Liberty is 275 feet. So it was below that he was buzzing over this town. And the author of the article wrote that a lesser pilot might have panicked with fatal results, but Yeager let off the G's, pushed up the nose, and sure enough, the aileron. That thing. Unlocked, climbing to 15,000 feet where it was safer. He tried several maneuvers again, and every time he rolled, he locked. Yeager knew 3 or 4 pilots that had died, so this article said, from similar circumstances, and the investigators were sad about it. They couldn't find what was going on. So he made his report, then they disassembled the aircraft, piece by piece. In the course of their investigation, so the article said, they found a single boat on the aileron. I'll say it my way. Come on, get angry. Alien. They found a single bolt on the cylinder that had been installed wrong side up. One single one. Eventually, the culprit was found in a North American plant. Now, here's the point I was trying to make. He was an older employee on the assembly line who ignored the manufacturer detailed instructions about how to insert that bolt because, quote, by golly, he knew that bolts were supposed to be inserted heads up, not heads down. In the sad commentary, Yeager says that nobody ever told the man how many pilots his unwillingness to take the time to do it right had killed. Now, how do you view your salvation? I'm beating this to death, though. It's important. It's important. Got 2 minutes. Do you view your salvation as the same old every day? You know, just routine, no need to sweat the details, no need to pay close attention to the manufacturer's instructions. like preparing your thinking to set your hope fully in the right place. Well, how you and I think matters. And how I choose to live, how you choose to live matters. This salvation that we have, this salvation grace, calls for more. The author Joel B. Green, in thinking about this, he wrote, what does it mean to be a Christian in this world? What does it mean to be a stranger in a strange land? And who are we? And here's what he wrote. Christians are not different from other people in terms of their country, language, or customs. Nowhere do they inhabit cities of their own, use a different dialect, or live life out of the ordinary. They live in their respective countries, but only as resident aliens. They participate in all things as citizens, and they endure all things as foreigners. Every foreign territory is a homeland for them. Every homeland is a foreign country. They marry like everyone else and have children, but they do not expose them once they are born. They share their meals, but not their partners. They are found in the flesh, but do not live according to the flesh. They live on earth, but participate in the life of heaven. They are obedient to the laws that have been made, and by their own lives they supersede the law. They love everyone and are persecuted by all. They are not understood, and they are condemned. They are put to death, but made alive. They are impoverished and make many rich. They lack all things and abound in everything. They are dishonored and they are exalted in their dishonor. Nice piece. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time.